what is your primary focus in life? Like what are you doing, Cody? Does going to the games even interest you? Is it just something you're super fit and so you just do it every year? But what's going on with you these days?
Yeah, it just kind of happened accidentally. I wish. Um, yeah, 2018 season was definitely like when I was the most like I didn't have anything else going on in my life. So I stepped away from coaching and all that just to be a full-time athlete. But now, we opened a gym November 2018, and so attention is just split a little bit more. I was still training for it this year, and like I said, like totally will own the fact that I didn't grow enough. I think it's my own fault. Um, but yeah, it's been a good opportunity for like um, just evaluating whether I want to keep training the way I am or if it's time to move on. So I think I'm kind of in that in-betweener kind of moment. Like I could maybe try it for one more year, but kind of figuring out if the passion's there or seeing what else there is to do.
How do you make that decision? Do you make it on your own?
No, yeah, I mean, I have a lot, some close friends and obviously my wife that I bounce ideas off of and everything. But I think at the end of the day, it's like, I remember Matt, said this, where he's like, when it stops being fun, I'm not going to compete anymore. Um, and that was one thing I was kind of thinking about. I picture myself at the games like this year, 2021, and it doesn't have the same level of excitement, that it did in the years previous. So it might be time, or it might just be kind of a weird period in life. COVID's made everyone's life way different and with people. So I don't know, that might change, but
What
still
city
kind
do
of
you
in
live
that
in?
evaluation process. What
What
city
city
do I
do you,
live in?
yeah.
It's called Redmond. If you know where like Bend, Oregon is, it's a lot more popular. We're right next to that.
Okay. And are the lockdowns pretty strict there?
Not as bad as like, definitely not as bad as like California or Portland or something. Um, I would say Bend is a little bit more like, I wouldn't say hick town, but a lot more kind of red voting people. So you can get away with a little bit more here, uh, but yeah, we still had to like, we closed the gym, and a lot of stuff was closed down for a pretty long time.
There's a gym in outside of, well, it's in the Mount Shasta area in California, and I don't know this for a fact. I haven't looked at the demographics, but I'm guessing it votes more red too. And they sent me a direct message that said that they never closed their gym once, and that their clientele doubled during the COVID response. I don't call it the
Well,
COVID pandemic. The reason why I don't call it the COVID pandemic is because if I didn't watch TV, I would never know it was here. So I call it
totally.
the COVID response epidemic. The only damage I've seen is from the response. I haven't or effects. I haven't seen anything from COVID. Not to disregard doctors and people who have seen it, but I just personally haven't. And I'm outside of my house 10 hours a day, and I, I, I take no precautions, and I still have not seen
No,
or
you
know
take the
anyone,
most important precaution,
which
Sevan.
is
You don't
what
eat
going
sugar.
outside. Right. Well, yeah, yeah. I don't eat sugar. I stopped eating.
Exercise.
I stopped eating sugar though because I lost my job.
I thought it was because you wanted to be strong and prepared for anything that comes your way.
I knew it was the right thing to do, and when shit hits the fan in my life, I start taking control of my life and start just like, and that's what I did. Shit was hitting the fan, so I start taking control.